Well, there are just days left now in the Biden presidency. And as he prepares to leave the White House, Joe Biden's delivered a farewell address from the Oval Office. With the handover of power to Donald Trump taking place on Monday, Mr. Biden's warned Americans against what he said was a dangerous concentration of power in the hands of a few rich people.
Today, an oligarchy is taking shape in America of extreme wealth, power, and influence that literally threatens our entire democracy, our basic rights and freedoms, and a fair shot for everyone to get ahead. We see the consequences all across America, and we've seen it before, more than a century ago. But the American people stood up to the robber barons back then and busted the trusts. They didn't punish the wealthy. Just made the wealthy play by the rules everybody else had to.
President Biden there speaking from the Oval Office in that farewell address. Well, for more on that, let's speak to Dr. Thomas Gift, the director of the Centre on US Politics at University College London. Welcome to BBC News. It was quite a lengthy speech. Most people are picking up on what he said about oligarchs, whether that was a tacit nod to the power that Elon Musk might have when he takes a role in the incoming Trump administration. Let's talk about that first and the comments there from Joe Biden. What did you make of that?
Thanks so much for having me, Regina. It's great to be with you. I think certainly Biden was talking about Elon Musk specifically. I mean, we've just seen so much in recent weeks and months of the absolutely essential role that he's playing in the new Trump White House. That includes everything from helping to make personnel decisions, to help kind of craft the political message of Donald Trump. But it's not just Elon Musk, of course. If you look at the incoming cabinet members and administration members, it's stacked with more billionaires than at any other administration in American history.
And of course, this is also all about sealing Joe Biden's legacy. There were other things that he talked about in that speech too.
Absolutely. This was a really ominous sounding address because on the one hand, Joe Biden was trying to tout his accomplishments, say things such as, he got a big infrastructure bill through. He helped to reinvigorate NATO. He helped guide the country through the pandemic. But at the same time, he also talked about lots of sort of unsettling trends in American politics, like the rise of disinformation, crumbling free press, the rise of the military-industrial complex, what he calls threats to democracy, and the outsized role of money in politics. So there was a tension there. On the one hand, he wanted to tout his successes, but at the same time, he was sort of sending a warning about what this next administration may hold.
It's probably worth discussing the cooperation and collaboration that we've seen as Mr. Biden prepares to leave office when it comes to that proposed ceasefire in the Middle East, because the incoming and the outgoing administration have worked together in some ways, although, of course, Mr. Biden has not wanted to sort of give public credit to Mr. Trump.
That's absolutely right. And I'm not a U.S. foreign policy expert or an expert in the Middle East, but Joe Biden was asked just the other day who should receive credit for this deal. And he sort of laughed at it and said is that a joke? But I think probably both the current administration as well as the incoming administration deserve some credit. I don't think it's necessarily important to divvy up exact fractions of responsibility, but Trump's inauguration was kind of a de facto deadline to get this deal done. I think Trump wanted to get a deal done. He suggested to Netanyahu that it needed to be achieved by the time that he came to office. And, Netanyahu wanted to stay on the good side. I think it's also true that, maybe Hamas just thought that this was as good of a deal as they were going to get.
OK, thank you for reflecting on the ongoing developments in the Middle East as well, and of course on Joe Biden's legacy. That's Thomas Gift there, Dr. Thomas Gift from University College London. Thank you.